Imagine a wand so long it caught Voldemort's attention above every other Death Eater's. Or a wand that could mend other wands. Wandception, if you will. There are wands linked to the greatest duelists in history and others tied to spells so horrific they scarred entire families. In this video, we're ranking and explaining the 10 most powerful wands in the Harry Potter universe, canon only, one by one. Number 10. Lucius Malfoy's Wand. Lucius Malfoy's wand was made of elm with a dragon heartstring core, and it measured an unusually long 18 inches. Its most striking feature was the silver snake head handle, a clear reflection of Malfoy's taste for symbolism and status. The wand's length was well above average, suggesting it was suited for a wizard of grand gestures or powerful channeling. What makes this wand noteworthy is the moment Voldemort demanded it in Deathly Hallows. Surrounded by loyal Death Eaters, he singled out Lucius and stripped him of his wand, intending to use it against Harry Potter. This choice implies Voldemort saw Lucius's wand as particularly strong or reliable compared to the others present. Though Lucius himself was never shown to be a master duelist in the books, his wand clearly had qualities that set it apart. The story of Lucius's wand also demonstrates a larger truth. Sometimes it isn't the wizard who makes a wand infamous, but the circumstances in which it is wielded, or taken. Number 9. Minerva McGonagall's Wand. Professor McGonagall's wand measured 9.5 inches, made of fir wood with a dragon heartstring core. Shorter wands are often better suited for precise and controlled spellwork, and this fits her perfectly. She was one of the most gifted students of her generation and later became Hogwarts' Transfiguration Professor, a field that demands accuracy above raw force. Her wand was described as elegant, refined, and very powerful, traits that mirror McGonagall herself. With it, she performed some of the most advanced transfiguration magic seen in the series, including commanding an army of animated suits of armor to defend Hogwarts during the Battle of Hogwarts. What sets her wand apart is not simply the wood or core, but the way it aligns so closely with her magical discipline. In the right hands, a wand can amplify natural talent, and McGonagall's wand was a perfect extension of her mastery in transfiguration. But McGonagall wasn't the only Hogwarts professor with a wand that elevated their abilities. The next entry belonged to a former dueling champion whose mastery of charms was second to none. Number 8. Filius Flitwick's Wand. Professor Flitwick, the long-serving charms master and head of Ravenclaw House, carried a wand that reflected his extraordinary gifts. While its exact length, wood, and core were never revealed, its design is described as a light wood wand with an angular, cross-shaped handle and a darker tint toward the end. This unusual form hints at a wand tailored for precision casting. Flitwick was a former dueling champion, and his skill with charms was unrivaled. His wand was central to these feats, amplifying his finesse and speed in casting. From levitating objects with effortless control to producing defensive enchantments that rivaled any in Hogwarts, Flitwick's wand was clearly specialized for his craft. The lack of detailed specifications makes this wand stand out for another reason. It reminds us that not all power lies in flashy design or rare cores. Sometimes the true strength of a wand is revealed through the results. And in Flitwick's hands, those results included some of the finest charms work of the age. Yet as powerful as Flitwick's wand was in its field, the next entry belonged to a wizard whose dark inventions pushed wand magic into dangerous original territory. Number 7. Severus Snape's Wand. Severus Snape's wand is one of the more mysterious entries on this list. Neither its length, wood, nor core are ever revealed in canon. But what we do know is just as important. Snape was one of the most inventive and powerful wizards of his era, and his wand never held him back. As a student, Snape invented and refined spells, curses, and potions that others relied on for decades. The Half-Blood Prince's annotated textbook shows how deeply he experimented with magic, and many of his original spells, such as Sectum Sempra, became feared weapons. His wand had to be strong enough to channel this experimental magic without faltering. What makes Snape unique is how often he relied on wandless magic. This suggests that his power was so great that he didn't need to draw his wand at every turn, but when he did, it was magnificent. His dueling record, his skill in occlumency, and his eventual role in both Voldemort's and Dumbledore's inner circles prove his capabilities. A lesser wand could have limited him, but Snape's clearly matched his exceptional skill. Number 6. Bellatrix Lestrange's Wand. Bellatrix Lestrange wielded a wand that was as dangerous as its master. Crafted by Garrick Ollivander, it measured 12 3/4 inches, made of walnut, and contained a dragon heartstring core. Ollivander described it as unyielding, a trait that matched Bellatrix's volatile and sadistic personality. This wand left a long trail of victims. It was used to torture Alice and Frank Longbottom into insanity, to kill Sirius Black in the Department of Mysteries, and to slay Dobby the House Elf at Malfoy Manor. Its alignment with the Cruciatus Curse was particularly strong, amplifying Bellatrix's talent for inflicting pain. When Hermione briefly wielded the wand after escaping Malfoy Manor, she noted how sinister and unpleasant it felt to use. This shows that the wand itself carried an aura shaped by years of dark magic. While other wands could be turned toward light or dark depending on the wizard, Bellatrix's had become inseparable from its legacy of cruelty. But as infamous as Bellatrix's wand was, the next entry takes us back to an earlier time, before the Elder Wand, to another dark wizard whose original wand was already powerful enough to change history. Number 5. Gellert Grindelwald's original wand. Before he ever claimed the Elder Wand, Gellert Grindelwald wielded his first wand, a tool powerful enough to make him one of the most feared young wizards of his time. The exact details of this wand, its wood, length, and core, were never revealed, but its effectiveness is clear from Grindelwald's early record. As a student at Durmstrang Institute, Grindelwald was already experimenting with dangerous branches of magic, pushing boundaries that led to his expulsion. With this original wand, he demonstrated mastery over advanced curses, including the Cruciatus Curse, which he infamously cast during a duel with Aberforth Dumbledore. The fact that he was able to rival Albus Dumbledore in their youth, long before acquiring the Elder Wand, shows the potency of his first wand. This wand stands out because it represents the foundation of Grindelwald's rise. Even without the most legendary wand of all, he was already capable of dueling some of the greatest witches and wizards alive. His original wand proved that it was not only wielder but also weapon that helped shape the early course of magical history. But while Grindelwald's first wand proved how dangerous a dark wizard could be, the next wand is tied to the boy who lived, and to the rarest of magical cores. Number 4. Harry Potter's Wand. Harry Potter's wand is one of the most significant in the wizarding world. Crafted from holly and measuring 11 inches, it contained a phoenix feather core. That feather was supplied by Fawkes, Dumbledore's phoenix, and only one other wand shared the same donor feather, the wand of Lord Voldemort. The brotherhood between these two wands defined much of Harry's story. Their connection produced the priori incantatem effect during the duel in the graveyard, forcing the wands to lock together and reveal the shadows of Voldemort's past victims. Beyond this rare link, Harry's wand consistently displayed strength far beyond what was expected from a boy his age. Hermione herself remarked that he could perform advanced charms like the Patronus years before most adult wizards managed it. This wand was also unique in how it resisted destruction. When Voldemort tried to kill Harry during their flight from Privet Drive, Harry's wand acted of its own accord, producing a burst of golden fire that destroyed Lucius Malfoy's wand. This suggests the wand held deep protective qualities tied to its core. Harry's wand proves that even a young wizard with the right match can perform feats others consider impossible. But its twin, the wand belonging to Voldemort, was an instrument of death that earned its place higher on this list. Number 3. Voldemort's Wand. Lord Voldemort's wand was crafted from yew, measured 13.5 inches, and contained a phoenix feather core. This feather came from the same phoenix that provided the core of Harry Potter's wand, making the two wands brothers. The connection between them shaped some of the most pivotal duels in wizarding history. This wand became infamous for its destructive legacy. It was responsible for the deaths of James and Lily Potter, and it left Harry with his lightning bolt scar. Its affinity for dark magic matched Voldemort's own nature, pairing especially well with the Killing Curse, which he cast more than any other spell. Beyond Avada Kedavra, Voldemort used the wand to conjure advanced magical constructs, such as the fiend fire he unleashed during the Battle of the Department of Mysteries. What makes Voldemort's wand notable is not just its record of death, but also its role in Horcrux creation. Every Horcrux he made required deliberate, dark magical work, and his wand was the channel for that magic. The brother link to Harry's wand also created limits for Voldemort, forcing him to seek the Elder Wand later in the story. Number 2. Dumbledore's original wand. Long before Albus Dumbledore became master of the Elder Wand, he wielded his first wand purchased at Ollivander's in 1892. Though its exact wood, length, and core were never revealed, its strength is evident from what he accomplished with it. This ordinary wand, bought like any other young wizard's, became the tool through which Dumbledore rose to prominence. With this wand, Dumbledore mastered fields of magic as diverse as transfiguration, charms, and alchemy. Most significantly, it was with his original wand that he defeated Gellert Grindelwald in 1945, even though Grindelwald wielded the Elder Wand at the time. That duel, considered one of the most legendary in wizarding history, demonstrated both Dumbledore's unparalleled skill and the resilience of his first wand. The story of Dumbledore's original wand highlights a key truth. A wand does not need to be legendary to be powerful. In the hands of a wizard of extraordinary talent, even a regular wand can rival the most feared artifact in existence. Yet no wand, not even Dumbledore's, could ultimately compare to the final entry on this list, the Elder Wand. Number 1. The Elder Wand. The Elder Wand is the most powerful wand in wizarding history. Crafted from elder wood, 15 inches long, with a core of thestral tail hair, it is one of the 3 Deathly Hallows. Its shaft is carved with patterns resembling clusters of elderberries, marking it as unlike any other wand. Said to have been created by Death himself, the Elder Wand can perform magic beyond the limits of ordinary wands. It can repair broken wands that would normally be irreparable, as shown when Harry used it to mend his own Holly Wand. In battle, it channels spells with unmatched intensity, producing effects that other wands could not replicate. The wand passed through many hands, Antioch Peverell, Gellert Grindelwald, and Albus Dumbledore among them. Each ownership ended in bloodshed or defeat, as legend claimed the wand's loyalty transferred only through conquest. Despite its power, its effectiveness still depended on the wizard wielding it. Dumbledore was able to defeat Grindelwald while using it, and Voldemort ultimately failed because he never mastered its true allegiance. The Elder Wand's history of violence, combined with its ability to make possible what no other wand could, secures its place as the most powerful wand ever known. And that completes the 10 most powerful wands in the Harry Potter universe. But wands are only part of the story. Wizards and witches also carry titles, from Minister of Magic to Cursebreaker, each one unlocking different privileges, responsibilities, and hidden power. If you want to see how every rank and title in the wizarding world truly works, that's the next video waiting for you.